You want to come after my brokerage? You have a death wish. I'm going to put a bounty on your head. What the fuck? What the fuck?
I win because they're dead.
Yo, what's up? My hair is finally long enough to do a proper bun. So, you better tell me I look amazing in the comments below or I will cry. Also, the video is called Exposing a $500 million by Coffeezilla. It's a new Coffeezilla upload. Obviously, pre-liking that shit.
$500 million Ponzi scheme. And by the end
so
of
hyped.
this 3-part series, we will
I was waiting for a new fucking massive project by Coffeezilla.
offshore money.
It's been a while.
And confront the man behind it all.
Yeah, I get arrested. And then what? I win because they're dead.
Before we do that,
Oh, this one's gonna be fucking wild. Oh.
let's start at the beginning. After my Logan Paul investigation, I was bored. And I'd been drinking a little too much.
That's it, Coffee. I'm cutting you off. You
Damn, the
got
production
way-
value of these videos has gone up since last time I've seen.
However, the truth was, I just needed a new case.
If you're wondering what the sound is outside, by the way, it's just raining.
I woke up hungover with a text about something called Trader's Domain. I hadn't heard of it. This person told me that a lot of people and celebrities had their money locked up in it, and they were hoping that it wasn't all gone.
Oh.
Perfect case to get back in the game.
Fuck yeah.
Time to investigate Trader's Domain. All right, back in the $10 million studio.
So, Trader's Domain. Okay, I have no idea what that is, by the way. Never heard of this domain.
Their website pulled up here, and it says they're gonna maximize your financial potential.
All right. Before we watch any of this, I'll tell you how to maximize your financial potential if you're rich. Buy land. Just buy a lot of land. Like, don't actually do it because it will ruin the economy and it makes life worse for everyone. But for your personal sake, that's the best thing to do. Okay, just buy lots of land.
And claim that in 3 years they made returns of 473,000%. According to their website, they do this by being a forex broker.
Yeah, no. I think it's never suspicious when sites have guaranteed returns that you're like. How would it possibly be suspicious that your money is just gonna multiply 7,000% fold? You know what I mean?
Broker, which is fine, but what's strange is that they're an offshore company, which means technically they can't serve U.S. investors if they wanted to because they're located in St. Vincent, which is unregulated. But
I wonder why that is. You know, I wonder how we.
if that
Bro, how do you invest money into this shit without doing your research, man? That's so bizarre and stupid.
is the case,
Oh, I love this. I love watching stupid people get scammed. Like at this, like, because I mean, there's a Coffeezilla video, so I'm assuming the people get their money back, right? That's why I get to watch this like an entertaining show. In reality, it's fucked up that people are losing this amount of money, you know what I mean? Like totally not fucking good. We heard the guy, he's fucking mental. Like the guy that is being investigated.
friend here even get involved.
Also, I can't get rid of
What they
this
told me was
fucking
this.
pube on my head, like pube looking thing. Look, I got the Superman fucking I don't know. I can't do anything with it. It is what it is.
Oh, Brandon is who brought me into the fund. These are the sponsors. But of course, that begs the question. Who is Brandon Sims, and what is a sponsor?
Yeah, what the fuck?
we're
Like,
gonna
okay. See, I thought I was missing some context. No, like he just hasn't given it to us yet. Okay, that makes sense. That makes
go
sense.
to
Good.
the conspiracy board because I can
I'm stupid, but not like
tell
stat
it's gonna
stupid.
get complicated to see what we're working with. So far, we have an investor going into Trader's Domain through Brandon Sims, but where does the money go? Well, I asked, and what he told me was this. It didn't go offshore at all to Trader's Domain. It went to a company called CCAP Holdings LLC
Why?
in the United States. We'll add that as
I wonder
well.
what they're doing with it.
Now, if that wasn't weird enough, in addition, Brandon wanted to hide what the money was even for that was invested. He's told our
Yeah, just invest. Trust me, with any money. I can't tell you what you're investing in because, like, you know, it's like, you know, like.
investor this, don't put investment in memo. Just put services for you. Now, this is where things get weird because it turns out...
Yeah, because nothing was odd about this before. No, yeah, for sure. Sorry, I had to turn down the light slightly. That shit hurts my eyes. We're here for a long video, you know what I mean?
Owned by Brandon Sims at all.
So the money is going to some random company that isn't even home or company, you know what I mean? Just a random place that random.
It's also not owned by Trader's Domain.
So why is it going there?
It's owned by a man named Tin Tran.
Right now, we gotta check is this Tin Tran guy, you know, is his name anywhere in the other two things,
Now,
in the Trader's Domain and the other thing?
Look up who Tin Tran is. He's basically a ghost. There's essentially...
Man wanted in pot growing investigation turns himself in. So is he in jail? Well, no, clearly not, because he said he's like basically a ghost.
One article about him running a weed growing operation, which he was arrested for. So what exactly is going on here? Well, to find out, I got a couple calls with two TV celebrities who said they put money in Trader's Domain and lost it as well, and hopefully they can help us figure this out.
Alright, that's sick. That's sick. Oh shit. That is an insane amount of money to lose.
I lost $950,000
Fuck.
in Trader's Domain.
Shit.
Hi, my name is...
Absolute fucking giga chat, this guy. Look at his eye. He's wearing IEMs. Clearly, he's the smartest man out here.
Jamil Damji. I invested $1 million into Trader's Domain. I have never taken a withdrawal out, and I've lost all $1 million.
How do you actually know that you lost them? So, like... So has the fucking... allotted date that he said he would return the money by just gone by already? Or what does lost mean? Do you mean that you just put it in and you're unable to take it out? Or like what? Like, obviously this is a scam, right? Like, we already see that the money is in fact lost, but how do you confidently say that it's lost? Maybe, like, I feel like if I was a person that invested $1 million into this scam, you know, I would delude myself into thinking that the money isn't gone, it's just like being held there, and it's like they're still doing stuff with it. It's just gonna return a bit later than I planned. You know what I mean? It's surprising that all these people actually recognize that they've been scammed and lost the money. I think it's just like mental fortitude, pretty high level of mental fortitude.
And I wanted to ask how these two got involved with Trader's Domain.
So I come to learn of this opportunity, this investment opportunity, at a mastermind in Miami, Florida. I was invited there by Pete Vargas, who is on Grant Cardone's
So he was scammazed into buying the shit in real life.
team. Pete Vargas
Into buying into
came
it.
to me and said, hey, I've got this thing that I'm making really good money on, and you and Jamil should get involved. And this is where we meet the individual by the name of Holton Bugs. They showed me their accounts, and they're like, look at this. We're pulling money in every single month. Look at this, look at this, look at this. He gets into this incredible story of millions of...
See, if some random person you've only known for a bit introduces you to a bunch of people and tells you that you can make infinite money, that is extremely weird. Like, why would they want to share the opportunity to make money with someone else if they can go invest more of their money, or have a bunch of friends lend them money and then return it with like a percentage later? You know what I mean? There's more opportunities to take money than to have like people you barely know do it. That's a bit of a red flag. But I suppose if you're being told about how much money you can be made, and like they're just like going on and on without letting you have like a step back and actually think about what's going on, that's an easy way to get someone into this.
Dollars of profits that he's been able to make in the world of day trading, and shows us some accounts. Some of these accounts had phenomenal, like just mind-bending balances in it. One of them was over $80 million. There was another account that he showed us that had over $650
Yeah, like you see
million.
Exactly. So we see these numbers, and that shit just fucking. That's an easy way to buy into it for sure. But like the crazy part here is that there are enough red flags for you to notice this shit. It's fucked how scammers know how to like hook you really hard and not let you go off the hook until it's too late.
He had said that someone had offered him $650 million to buy his trading bot. Apparently this bot was the, incredible technology that was making these fantastic returns, and the bot never had a losing day.
But he's showing us this software. It's not just screenshots, it's like actual software that I've never seen before, and it's called Trader's Domain.
I make a decision that I would invest initially $500,000.
And then another 500,000 later. Fuck. Okay, so still, well, at least we have SecApp mentioned somewhere here.
Talk to Holton and his team, and they send me wire instructions, and on those wire instructions, I am implicitly and very specifically told, you know, how to.
This document is of confidential nature, and its current form should not be shared with anyone, your bank included, as it contains instructions that protect your interests that others should not be aware of.
Send the wire, who to send the wire to, what to write in the memo.
Now, what I found interesting about this is, despite this being a new sponsor, look at who they're sending money to. Once
All right. Okay.
again, CCAP Holdings through Holton Bugs this time.
And again, we're wondering why. Well, I mean, it's a scam, now we know, but
We'll put him on the board as well. From what I can tell online, he's a small-time MLM.
can I just mention how good his background looks in his,
as
like
well.
this budget in these videos is off the charts, man. I love how like the people that just used to be like a dude in his basement, they branch out and they get a bunch of editors and like fucking graphic designers to do this shit. Or maybe he even did this all himself. I don't know how much of this does he have an editor to help him with this? 3D artist. Yeah, he has a bunch of people working for him. Those dudes are talented as fuck, and great job. Talented, bad word. Skilled.
Online, he's a small-time MLM promoter.
My goal was to share with them how to properly use the Lamborghini.
Look at the purpose of the wire that was sent again. Once again, look at the purpose of the wire that was sent again. Once again, it says services, not investment, which is exactly what Brandon
Yeah. Okay.
Sims instructed his clients to do as well. And this is where I was confused, because the more people I talked to, the more it felt like everyone kind of had the same story. Take another sponsor I found for Traders Domain.
I mean, it's not weird that everyone has the same story, right? Because if they come up with a scam technique and they just use it on everyone, I'd say that's like absolutely what you should expect, right? Why would everyone have? I feel like it'd be more unlikely for a bunch of people to have different ways they've been scummed into this, unless it's an operation done by like 10 billion people, or you know what I mean, like a super large scale one where you have a bunch of people using their own strats to get you into this, to buy into this.
Which I found from our first source once again, Mike Sims. Now, he claims Traders Domain was his hedge fund.
I've invested in was your hedge fund.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
And it's so crazy. I'm just learning what it is, only because when you started talking about it, I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
But I trusted it only because.
Exactly. I didn't understand it, but I trusted it. I think that's how they make this work. That's the foundation of how they get people to buy into the shit.
I trusted your company, and I trusted all the other people that invested, all my friends, and it was like a little fear of loss. Like, yo, y'all not gonna get the road out.
Right.
So hedge fund.
Yep.
Bit of FOMO.
60%, which is in what is it, maybe 2 months, month and a half.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
And then, like I said, that's one of the quote unquote higher risk strategies.
Right. So it is a higher risk.
It is.
But y'all haven't lost in man long.
We haven't. There are losing days, but no losing months.
Now, this all sounds great.
Except this is already a slightly different story, right? Because previously we've been told no losing days. But I guess it's just, different, an inconsistency, because every scammer will have their own slightly different approach to depending on who they speak to.
And according to leaked texts from Mike's assistant, we find out that these investment accounts people are putting in look identical to the ones on Traders Domain.
Wait, what's up? Okay.
So it doesn't take a genius to figure out Mike Sims is putting some people's money into Traders Domain, and it looks like he's claiming it's his hedge fund. But how could that be if Holton Bug says it's his trading bots? And still yet another sponsor for Traders Domain, called Goldbridge, said they were following a master trader. This is Goldbridge.
We've said that our protocol mirrors the results of a master trader, and to this day, we haven't had a red day. This is real
Again with that, man. Again.
stuff. We're not using new capital.
This is real stuff. Convincing argument. And now I'm interested. This is real stuff, guys. Fuck.
To pay off the old investors, like there's no Ponzi.
To be fair, let's hear this shit again.
Using new capital, you know, to pay off the old investor. Like there's no Ponzi.
There's no. Trust me, guys. I mean, I said it right. So like, I mean, now that I've said it in real, like I kind of lied after. I mean, people don't lie. That would be weird, right?
And to this day, we haven't had a red day. This is real stuff.
This is real stuff, guys. This is raw stuff. Yeah, what I was gonna say is that I'm not making fun of people that got scammed. To be clear, because I mean, I've gotten scammed before in my time. So yeah, it's happened. It's happened. It's not like I've never fucking been tricked by this shit. I'm just saying, like, once you actually take a step back from the hype and like all the potential money gains and shit getting to your head, like if you truly give yourself a moment to breathe, you will notice that what they're saying actually made no sense and it only seemed logical in your brain because they were fucking charismatic telling you about it. They do a great job sounding convincing. I'll say that.
Capital, you know, to pay off the old investors.
This is real stuff, guys.
There's no Ponzi.
Ah, yes. Nothing says it's not a Ponzi scheme like saying, hey, guys, this is not a Ponzi scheme.
I mean, you're not allowed to lie, right?
Now, of course, I went ahead and put everyone on the board here, but the more people I talked to, just the more confusing it got. Like, who's running this thing? And what is it? Is Trader's Domain a hedge fund? Is it Forex? Is it a bot? What's going on? Seems like not.
Well, it's definitely not a bot, right? The bot line is just a lie to make them think that their investment is actually, like, it's basically a way for them to reassure you that your investment will in fact be, you know, worthy.
Said like it's
worthwhile.
a bot that they're using to trade gold.
Very credible Wall Street trader, done this for a long time.
An experienced trader who had built a large network, made a lot of.
Exactly. So they just came up with a strat for how to scam us people. They say the exact same things every time. The bot line is just one of the things they say to reassure you.
For people that I knew and personally trusted.
It really feels like the more sponsors that I find, the more confusing it's getting. And the details, even when they seem to line up, always slightly varied. For example, if you put in your money with Alex Santi of Centurion Capital, they said they were going to use an expert advisor trading bot.
Okay.
Which might sound similar to Algo Capital, another sponsor, who said they were using a trading bot as well, but with a twist.
I thought, yeah, basically they described it as a bot that was configured with settings. They had it down where they would win like almost all the time. And there was a master trader.
A bot that is configured with settings. You see, like, these are just buzzwords. All bots are configured with settings. That's how bots work. They're just trying to make it sound more credible than it actually is.
We're seeing the bots.
So this time there's another.
And it clearly works. Again, when money hits your head, you're not gonna think about how illogical what they're saying sounds, or like, you know, how like there's like some inconsistencies in what you're gonna be like, holy shit, if I don't do this, I'm gonna miss out on like $1 million. If I invest $1 million right now, I'll have 200 million soon, like, and your heart starts racing and you don't make a smart decision anymore. That's why, like, you shouldn't be angry or like, just really, like, just don't let the shit get to you. And it is easy to say in fucking hindsight, but really that's the only thing you can do. Maybe go work out, sleep, relax, take a deep breath, do some meditation. Just allow yourself to take a step back before you make a huge financial investment, because you might notice that what you're doing is stupid, but only in hindsight, and that would suck when that happens.
Involved. I mean, trying to find the truth feels like I'm trying to grab smoke or something. Every time I thought I understood what was going on, I'd hear a new story. I even found one about NFTs. They said they were investing in NFTs, but really, the money was just getting siphoned off to Trader's Domain. And part of the...
I wonder if the different things they said were just strats that were tailored to the specific people that they believed would fall for it. You know what I mean? Like, if they see a guy and they know that he is easy to trick him into investing using NFTs, then they'll say that it's NFT related stuff, and, you know, they'll assign the NFT scammer to tell you that shit.
The reason I'm going through all these examples with you is to show you the absolute insanity of this. Everybody's feeding money into the same place, all under different reasons with different stories.
kind of different, but also pretty similar, right?
Did have one thing in common.
Mm-hmm.
You see, everybody was making lots of money and getting very rich with Trader's Domain, at least at first.
When I meet dozens.
Oh, I see. It's one of those where you put your money in and it looks like it's gonna. Oh, okay. So they okay. So at the start, I questioned how people know when they've lost their money. You know what I mean? And now it's clear as day. You can literally see. Okay. So the way I figured it worked is after you put your money in, it kind of just becomes invisible. It becomes ghost money, and you only have to. You just pray that they're doing good stuff with it. But how it actually works is you see your money. You see the money line. So it will look to you like so you can literally. Okay, well, that answers the first question I had. Good to know, good to know.
Dozens of people, all of whom have been in this platform for over a year, all of whom.
That explains my previous confusion where I was like, man, how are these people not convincing themselves that their money isn't gone? Well, it's because they see that the money is at a flat fucking zero.
Are saying that they pulled out more than their principal.
And yeah, it seems like they actually do boost the money initially to just convince you to not pull out before dropping it. It's just the standard strats. That's how a lot of scams like that work. Especially if they show you the graph going up already and then you slap it in midway and it goes up even a bit more with you this time and you're like, fuck, it keeps going up and I'm gonna miss the hype train. FOMO kicks in and
those people
it's so easy to get scammed.
Unbelievable stories of like, yeah, I've made this much money. I've done this much. I've pulled this out. And not just stories, but like, hey, yeah, here's my bank account. I got a wire 2 months ago.
So my brother started with...
And like, yeah, the scammer obviously just got a wire from the guy that was trying to make it look convincing, you know what I mean? Like, there's no... there's no doubt about that.
10 grand.
But that's not just... That's just... It sounds convincing
and with
again.
That 10 grand, it took him... Bro, he's made way over $100,000. But, bro, all the way up till like last October, he's been able to cash out. No problem, and he's quadrupled. Made so much out of this, made profit.
And this is the reason people were throwing their money into Trader's Domain. They saw their friends and family getting paid out legitimately.
Yeah.
But, like all good things, that came to an end. Over time, payments started to get delayed, and people started noticing something odd.
The only time he noticed that it started slowing down was in October, where they started telling about the 20 days, but it took them more than 20 days.
And so what...
that moment is where you fucking pull out right away. Just red flags all over the place. Guys, fuck, pull out. Don't abort the ship.
What's happening is one day we're looking at our phones and all of a sudden we're losing. And we're not just losing a little bit. Our accounts are on drawdown.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. I described it slightly differently, but this is exactly how these things work. This is what happened to me as well, by the way, but I only lost $500. Actually, I lost $500 and then 2 more people lost $500 with me.
And then Pace calls me. He's like, this is where the rug gets pulled out from underneath us, man. I felt like something was wrong, and I feel like this is where the rug's gonna get pulled out from underneath us. It felt like that day.
But no, but they said this is not a rug pull. So why would you think so? I mean, they clearly told you it's not a rug pull. They told you it's not a rug pull. Why are you not?
I was feeling
convinced?
sick. I'm like, man, damn it, we got scammed. And then all of a sudden, everything magically got erased. And they said, oh, the servers refreshed. We had to refresh the servers.
Yeah.
Like that somehow changed all the trades.
They said, no, it's the aggregator, the way the aggregator communicates from the platform to MetaTrader 5. The data gets scrambled and then it gets screwed up for the whole day. And then by the end of the day, I actually made money.
Yeah, you know how servers fuck up and when you actually make money, it shows the graph like it shows like you're losing money, but like, so the data scrambled, right? And like, so the minus icon, there's actually supposed to be a second line over that turns it into like a plus money rather than minus, but it looks like a minus because the data got scrambled and the second line, like it got lost in the code, right? And they need to refresh their servers for it.
Yeah, he just changed the trades. He just changed the exit, dollar amount that he took on that trade.
Now this was alarming. Trades can't change after the fact. Losses don't just magically become profits. That's impossible.
Yeah, that's so fucked up.
People were confused.
That's so fucked up.
Why were their withdrawals getting delayed if they were still making money? And that's when people started to panic withdrawal. They wanted their money out.
Yes.
And this is when things went from bad to worse because payments stopped coming altogether. And the CFTC issued a red list for Trader's Domain, for, quote, accepting funds from U.S. customers, which, as we said, is illegal.
Yeah, that was one of the that was not on the list of countries that they could accept funds from, as he showed in the initial list.
And a few months later, as I'm investigating this, an official investigation is announced as well. Quote, CFTC charges several people and companies in an $145 million Ponzi scheme. And in that report...
Wait, no, they said it's not... they said there's no Ponzi, right? He literally said it. How? There's no way there's no...
They named somebody we know. Tin Tran.
Ah!
The owner of CCAP Holdings. According to this document, Tin Tran, quote, operated a fraudulent scheme from approximately April 2020 to the present. He directly accepted at least $144 million from approximately 913 pool participants. Not only that, we also see another familiar face.
I don't remember this one.
Sims, or Michael Shannon Sims, who is also mentioned as one of the
Oh, yeah, okay.
promoters. So, I guess at this point, you're probably wondering, well, hey, look, I guess they caught him, right? Case closed. And that's what I thought, too.
He called it a 3-part series, and the title is $500 billion scam. Guys, there's something up with this.
But just as I was ready to give this whole case up, I started to hear a different name that changed everything.
Something happened in November or October, and people just stopped getting money back.
Nobody's communicating with us. Nothing's happening. Everybody that's involved keeps telling us that we're ungrateful and that we're asking too many questions. And I told Jamil in like first week of January, I said, we got scammed, man. These guys must be running.
You're ungrateful. You're asking too many questions. Bro, I gave you $1 million and you're not giving it me back. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean ungrateful? You're... Huh?
A Ponzi scheme or something's going on.
I started doing my own research about what the company is, who the owner behind it, team behind it, the audit team behind it.
Like, it's crazy that this is only the shit that you start doing after it all goes to shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's always hindsight. It's so fucking sad.
And that's when I find out there's this one guy named Ted who's making all the trades and he's running this Ponzi scheme.
We now learn of this savant that is the...
Ted. Okay, I'm gonna remember this name. Ted.
Man behind Trader's Domain. And so this is the first time I ever hear the name Ted Safranco. And I'm like, who the freak is Ted?
And everyone's talking about this Ted guy.
Who's Ted?
Coffeezilla.
Shit, it's the end. Fuck.
With someone my size before. And nobody knows anything about his family because they don't have the resources I have.
Sorry?
My size before. Coffeezilla. I don't think he's ever dealt with someone my size before.
Coffeezilla hasn't dealt with someone my size before. Okay, that's a pretty fucking...
And nobody knows anything about his family.
Nobody knows anything about his...
They don't have the resources I have.
Took me weeks to...
The least threatening sentence I've ever heard, okay? Was that in the TikTok live stream? Was that man talking in the TikTok live stream? Whatever, I can't find it.
Took me weeks to go through all the documents. But eventually, a pattern started to emerge.
Hi everyone, my name is Ted. I've been working for many years now, almost 15 years. I wanted to have a lifestyle change. I wanted to get into something different.
I mean, this is sociopathic behavior, right? This is what a
You want to
real
come after my brokerage. You want to come after my brokerage. You have a death wish. I'm going to put a bounty on your head. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Great. I'd take a flight to the UK right now and just...
Yeah, this is a fucking live stream.
Show up and curb stomp their heads. I win because they're dead.
Holy shit. Damn, Coffeezilla went into some dangerous shit this time. Holy fuck. Are these the Patreons? I think it is. We'll let the name slide. What the fuck? We need the next episode right now. We need when is it coming out? Fuck. How often does he upload? 2 months ago. Shit. Okay, well, he already started the series, so hopefully it won't take that long. Holy fuck. That's like an anime level fucking story, but in real life. That's insane. Alright, well. Yeah, if you open the description, first link is his video. Please give it a watch if you haven't already, because, well, you should. Like, it's a fucking crime not to watch this thing. Yeah, fuck. Self-blogs are cringe, so I'm not gonna tell you to, you know, do any of the YouTube stuff, but do if you want to. That's it. I guess I was subscribing to his channel, let me tell you. Fuck, we're not missing the next upload. All notifications, please. I know it doesn't work. You know what? I don't like subscribing to people and having notifications, right? I like to see stuff on my... Okay, I'm done with this stupid shit. Best video I've watched in a while. Holy shit, that was crazy. 2 videos here. Just click on them, because I'm gonna do my loud outro now and you don't want to hear it. Okay, so click on all of these videos. And that's my YouTube algorithm breaking strat right there. OP, working 2020. Alright, bye. Loud outro. Click on these 2 videos now if you don't want to stop hearing it.